Hi y'all, it's DBR back for another video, and this video is a very special video because this is my very first car, and we're gonna do a car tour that's a little bit different because, as you know and as we all know, we watch car tours, we watch first car videos, we watch car reviews, and sometimes we look at other car reviewers and we kind of pick and critique what we could have done better. So in my personal experience, I don't typically find a whole lot of people with my car on YouTube, so I thought that I would do a correct car tour and show you everything there is to know about this car. Now, this car is a GM land-to-platform vehicle, which means if you are somebody with a GMC Acadia, a Chevrolet Traverse, or a Buick Enclave, this is the same exact architecture from General Motors. This is the Saturn Outlook. This was the pioneer, so to speak. This car came out in 2007. It was the very first car to come out on General Motors land-to-platform. So this is it, a 2008 Saturn Outlook XE, which is the base trim, but it's not really base because it is a dope car. So let me walk you around, get a good view of that side profile. Very big, it's a 7-seater SUV. And come around to the rear. As you can see, perfect tail lights, not scuffed or scratched in any way. Perfect pearl white paint color, which I absolutely love. Pearl white is my color. I will only get a car in pearl white because I think it just really adds to me and my personality. My mom does black, I do white. We just, we like to do the opposite of our parents. Windshield wiper, rear window defroster. You can't see it, but there's a sensor inside the window that defrosts it for cold mornings when it's all fogged up. You start the car, you leave it running like it is now, and in a few minutes you'll be able to see out this back window. Top brake light. Let's start with the rear since we're back here. Okay, disregard my very expensive shoes. So this is how much space you get behind the third row, which doesn't seem like much, but it is when you put it into, practical terms. For a first car, it doesn't need to be the biggest thing. It doesn't need to be the most spacious thing. You work your way up when you have a career and you do all that. I'm a certified cosmetologist, so yes, I do have a career, and I needed a bigger car for all my tools and yik yak because I know it could not fit in the other one. So this space can pretty much double at pretty much a flick of the wrist. You just simply pull this and the headrest goes down so it doesn't hit the seat in front, and you push it. Now that pretty much doubles the amount of space because, as we call it, this is a 60-40 split bench. 60% on this side, 40% on this side. And to bring it back up, it's just that simple. You pull the strap, you let it go. Now typically there's adhesive on the back of this strap, and so you stick it there so it stays out of the way. Perfect. Same thing with this side. I'm not going to do it because the seatbelts are engaged and I don't have time for that. However, there is underfloor storage, which is just like absolutely amazing. You can fit like a lot of things down here, a lot of things that you don't want people to see. In my case, it's probably condoms. Anyways, moving on. So this is the side profile of the car. Gorgeous. Very, very basic. Not too much. Silver roof rails. This does have the sunroof and the skylight. One is functional and one is not functional. It's just to look out of, which I'll show you that when we get inside the vehicle. Again, just gorgeous paint color. All of the cars come comes standard with chrome handles, so if you really like that chrome handle look, I did not pay extra for that. That is standard. It always comes with chrome handles, all of them. The Chevy Traverse, the Buick Enclave, the GMC Acadia, the first generations always came with chrome handles. Let's come around to the front of the car. And my beautiful headlights, just ignore the oxidation. We're gonna get that fixed. Beautiful chrome front fascia, not too much chrome, not too little chrome. And those of you who know me, bigger is always better. This is big enough for me. This is, you know, blingy enough for me. You know, if anybody knows me, they know that the Cadillac Escalade is my dream vehicle, which I will have one day. It was either an Escalade or this car, and for a first vehicle, I decided to go the practical route and get this because, let's be honest, what am I going to do with an Escalade? What happens if you crash it? People, be smart about what you choose for your first car. So now what I can do is I can bring you to the back seat and show you the features of this rear. So get a good look at the door panel. The door panel has been, whoever had this car previously really took care of it. It has the silver trim, and it's like a contrast color, dark black with the gray top, with the dark gray, which is all, this is all padded material. This is not hard plastic. This is all padded for your comfort. This is padded leather down here. Comes with a cup holder and a tiny little storage nook. Now if you can go around to the other side of the car and open that door. And have our buddy step out for a moment. Step out for a moment, Greg. I'll demonstrate this. Come right back. Okay, we good? Okay. Now, the thing I like about these General Motors SUVs, especially these full-size crossovers, such as the ones I've listed in this Saturn Outlook, is that it makes it extremely easy to get into the third row and extremely easy to stow and go these seats. So with the little handle here that's on that side, if you want to show that handle that's down there next to the seat, you would pull that strap, okay, and I'm going to demonstrate what that looks like over here. So you would pull the strap and the seat is going to go flat. And so this would be the cargo version of what you would do if you wanted to lay all the seats flat. And this has 148 cubic feet of space with all the seats folded. That's more than anyone will ever need. If you bring this seat back up, it also has another trick up its sleeve. As you can see down here, that the seats are on tracks, which means they slide forward and back for your comfort. Now, let me demonstrate that. So you're sitting in the seat, and as you can see, I have ample leg room, and this is where my position would be sitting as a 5'7" male. This is where I would be. So if the person were, 6 feet, the chair would be a little further back, and it might be a little tighter, but it still would be very manageable because this seat can slide. The seat is on a track. As you can see, the seat sliding. So let me put it all the way back in its tracks. And to access the third row, very simple. You pull this plastic handle here on the side of the seat. It's gonna pop up like that. You see that? And it's called General Motors Smart Slide System. And you take that and the back of your hand, and you simply slide it forward, and it sandwiches up with the front seat, which I think is just absolutely like one of the coolest things about this car, because there's no climbing over. I'm sure the little ones can just go in between because it is the quad bucket seats, or captain's chairs as they say. But for older people like myself to get into the third row, so very easy. The easiest thing in the whole wide world. And even so, back here, still have a ton of room, because if I bring this seat back, I still have tons of space back here. Might be easier to see if we tumble that seat. Bam. I have like more than enough space back here, and at least, let me see, about 2-3 inches before my knees even touch the back of this seat. And this is in its farthest back position. So this seat can move forward and I have even more space. The thing about this middle seat is with the bucket seats, which is a bonus, because if you don't have that bench, you can stick your legs in between the middle. So on long road trips, this is the way you would do it. Now, let me see if I can get my fat ass out of here. Okay. Now let's go to the front. Jake can come back and sit down. Okay. Now the front. This is where the magic happens. This is where the magic happens. This is where my magic happens. This is my seat. And in my seat, we like to do a little thing we call zoom zoom fast. And we go zoom zoom fast. 10, sometimes 20, sometimes 25 miles over the speed limit, but don't tell anybody I told you that, and I don't encourage it, but sometimes it's just fun. Anyways, so I'll show you all these little nooks and crannies up here. We have a nice, this is lined with suede. Oh, it just feels so good in here. It's just a little storage cubby to hide things. Well, not really hide them, but out of sight, out of mind. So if someone were looking in your windows, they wouldn't see anything valuable because you have ample space up here. You have ample space in this glove compartment that opens very deep and full. Like it's deep in there. I can put probably a whole tablet computer in there. This front seat, which you can see, has no rips, tears, burn holes anywhere. This car has 12 airbags. 12, yes, you heard that correctly. 5-star safety vehicle. Like I told you before, it has the sunroof and the other skylight that's in the back. As you can see, the shade is moving. That's the other one. If you wanna come around, come to this door and show them. Open this door. That's just a little bit of the sex appeal of this vehicle. Now, this is my center console with my radio and all that jazz. I don't want to really play the radio for you because of copyright laws and YouTube and yada yada. I'm not trying to get sued. So, because if I did, I would have played Reba McEntire's Storm in a Shot Glass. Woo! Reba McEntire's album, her very new one, comes out April 5th, 2019. Called Stronger Than the Truth. Reba McEntire is my favorite artist in the whole wide world, and that's the only thing we listen to up in here. So there's no you in Oklahoma, and that's okay with me. Yes. So everything is just so nice in here. These cup holders, they have trim, like chrome trim around them. Just very practical, but very elegant. And a little place where you can hold things like your phone while you're driving, and a little thing to just hold almost anything. This tray comes out, it's a removable tray, which there's a whole thing of storage down there, which I'm not sure if I'll ever need all that space, but it's just nice to have. Typically there's the thing that that closes, a little sliding thing, but that was broken when I got the car, and it's really not that big a deal because it is a used car. So I don't stress over stuff like that. I'll just buy a new one. This armrest moves for the comfort of the driver, and the engineers of this vehicle made this center console, or armrest as people use it as, level with the armrest on the door. So your arm is not way up here on the window like in other SUVs, and it's so you're comfortable. This is a road trip vehicle. You don't have time to be putting a kink in your shoulder. You just lay on back and relax, as we say. So this is just really nice. Then there's a top storage, which is not much. It's just a little felt line cubby thing. I don't know what you would put in there other than maybe cigarettes and, well, I'm a cosmetologist, so it's probably false eyelashes and glue. Then it's just really nice. Climate control, the air blows extremely cold. I haven't had a single problem with this vehicle. I did have issues with it when I first got it, but we worked out all those kinks and it's running absolutely beautiful. I want to show you something around the driver's side, so come around the car. And look at the driver's side door panel, which is very basic, very basic. We just got our window controls, our lock and unlock, to lock the mirrors, or to lock the windows rather, so kids aren't in the back seat, putting them up and down. I have a niece and nephew that just likes to touch every damn thing, and I just want to pimp slap the fuck out of him. But just to make sure they don't touch my windows, don't break my windows. Oh, also, for parents, this car does have child safety. So if I were to stick my key in here, and just turn it a quarter to the right, to the left, it's locked. And the only way that you'd be able to get into this door is from the outer handle. It disables this indoor handle for little children, and I think that is one of the greatest features, except when you get into your mom's car and she has it on lock, and I'm like, Mom, we're grown. So, another fabulous engineering is this box under there. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but there's a gray box by my foot. This is the emergency brake, but that gray box right there where I would rest my foot on a long road trip, that box would look odd typically in any other vehicle, but the thing I like about my car, the Chevy Traverse, the Buick Enclave, the GMC Acadia, is that box comes in handy for a female high heel shoe. Now, I'm a drag queen, so me and my 6-inch stilettos or high-heeled boots or whatever I'm wearing, this box is made, it was engineered for a high-heel shoe. So a woman, while they're driving, their heel would rest underneath here so it wouldn't get caught or break, while the top of your foot lays on the box and your other foot is on the pedal, because if you drive with 2 feet, you're an idiot. Okay, so basically, that's about it. This, let me see, is there anything else I'm missing? Gas mileage. This is supposed to get, I think it's 19 city and 21 highway, which is pretty true, This car gets better gas mileage than any full-size SUV, and if you don't know what a full-size SUV is, you've been living under a rock, sweetie. The cars that we just know and love as Americans, and you know, this is Florida. I guess you would see them more in Florida, because this is the retirement state where people travel to and do all this fun stuff. And you know, so the Yukons, the Yukon XL, the Suburbans, the Escalade, the Escalade ESV, you know, those are the full-size SUVs. So you're gonna get better gas mileage with this, because even though this is a similar size, this vehicle, if you back up and get a full shot, it may not seem like it is as big as a Chevy Tahoe, but it is. It is bigger than a Chevy Tahoe. The interior is bigger because it does not sit on a truck frame. That's why they call this a full-size crossover, because it straddles the line between car and a truck. It has a very masculine stance, and the third row, it has best-in-class third-row legroom still. And this car was produced in 2007. 2007. This is 2008, but this car came into existence back in 2007, and it's now 2019, and it still has best-in-class third row leg room, second row leg room, shoulder room, and headroom. That's a well-engineered vehicle. So that's pretty much it. I'm almost, oh, that's what I didn't do. Let's show you guys this for a second. Let's come around to the front hood. This is the part that I thought I wasn't going to do just because I didn't think it was necessary, but I'm somebody who likes to defy the rules a little bit, and with me defying the rules, that means that I like to go zoom zoom fast, and when I go zoom zoom fast and, you know, ignore all street signs, that means that this 3.6 V6 valve timing transmission, the engine gets me 390 horsepower, which is more than enough for me to move this big old U. And when I put that foot on the gas, this car go, it go, and it go fast. And you know, these cars have stigmas, station wagons, mommy vehicles, whatever the hell you want to call it, honey. It get me from point A to point B, and I love it. I love every bit of this. This is the only engine that is available in every car similar to this. All General Motors landed platform vehicles have this. It has a very clean engine bay. I was very impressed with this. This is just brand new. It has a brand new engine from its previous owner, and it's got a brand new radiator and a brand new transmission and yada yada. So this car is going to be around a very long time. It has 167,000 miles on it, but the people I bought it from, they committed fraud and advertised it as 130,000, and you know, that's another thing. Be very careful who you buy things from, because there are crooks out there who just really they just really like to take advantage of people who they think don't know. And I know, trying to fool me is like trying to sneak sunrise past a rooster. It ain't gonna happen, boo. Okay, so anyways, that pretty much concludes my car tour. So I hope you liked it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment and tell me if you either have a car like this, if you've had any issues with a car like this. Let me know your stories in the comments down below, and I guess I'll see you next time. Stay perfectly imperfect until I see you next time.